Alright, everybody, so this is how this is gonna go. In the next week, after I get my chicken coop up and going, and I get all of these planted into the ground, and the ground, I am going to small little house structure, a little 2-story house structure, out of this, the little popsicle sticks, and material number 8. I am then going to put plaster and paint on top of it because I have white jug, well, at least a half a white jug, paint. Okay, so the thing about this is the paint, once you put it on to material number 8, it cancels out any type of wheat or gluten allergy you may have to wheat grass, because that's what it's called. It's called wheat grass. A lot of people don't know that. I think it's just called straw or wheat or stuff you make flour out of. So it cancels that out. It covers it up. And why you want to put the plaster on top of it is because the plaster is more finely chopped straw. We'll call it straw for short. More finely chopped straw. And that's the difference between the plaster and the material, is that the plaster requires more straw because it's more finely chopped straw than the material does. So you put that on top of material number 8, and it smooths everything out. It smooths everything out so that you got a nice, clean, smooth surface for the paint. And the paint will cover up any remnants of wheat or anything that might cause you to sneeze or have an allergic reaction to. I'm not entirely sure if people have allergies to flax seeds. Do you want to be on camera? It's my husband. I don't think people have any allergies to flax seeds. Flax seeds are very commonly used in vegan diets and all that. That's why we have used it as a sealant. And that's another. I've got almost a whole jug of sealant over there. So they've got to get it used, or I've got to get it sold. But I have a whole almost 200 of these. So I'm going to make a small little structure, and I have some plywood out there. I'm going to make a small little structure, and I'm going to show you guys just how strong this stuff is. Because my big brick that I made, it's still standing. And one of the great things about this material is that the longer it stands, the harder it gets. It is at least 2 times harder minimum than what I made the last video of, and at least 4 times harder than when I originally made this and it was still wet. Dry. This is my sun porch. So it's had time to dry out here in nature. The more it dries out in nature, the better off you are. The more it stands and lets gravity push down on it, the harder it's going to get and the more stable it's going to become. So that's the next video I'm going to make after I got 13 of them. After I get these in the ground, my ground tilled up coop finished that you probably saw those poles out there. That's what the chicken coop's going to be. It's almost finished. We're going to try to ideally do those tonight. Well, the chicken coop tonight. And then we're going to get these plants in the ground this next week. After that, I'm going to make my next video. And after this one, I'm not going to film putting the plants in the ground because I'll show you once everything's done. And I'll show you the coop once it's all done in that next video. There's a lot to do around here on our quaint little homestead. We've even got a nice little somewhat bin, if that's what you want to call it, where we gather food and scraps and all that. And it's going to go to our chickens over there. And I'm going to get you a nice decent view of this. So yeah, the poles are leaning, but that's because I got to put more dirt and sand around them and make them more stable. So that's that, y'all. For this video, this is probably one of my shortest videos I've done in a long time. And you're not coming in? Okay. And I appreciate it, y'all, so much. And in the next video, I'm also going to explain a little bit how material number 8 is just as strong as concrete, but way better. So y'all have a safe day, night, wherever you're at. And bye for now.